It's just, do we feel like singing it? It's Sunday, so I hope you don't mind if I talk to you a little bit. You know, so much division and so many people talking hating things and terrorism and insanity, and I'm like, I ain't buying their bullshit. I ain't buying it, because we live in a beautiful world. And if he lived in a time when it was so hard that he had to enter the back of venues where he was the headliner of Carnegie Hall, enter the back and not able to go in the restroom because of the color of his skin on the road in places. If he lived and he had a big ass smile on his face every time he hit the stage and he believed that it's wonderful, then we got to believe it's wonderful. It is as we create it and as we call it forth and as we wish it to be. And he sang this song. Well, I see trees of green, red roses too. Well, I watch them bloom for me and you, and I think to myself, what a wonderful world. Well, I see skies of blue and clouds of white, the brightness of day and the darkness of night, and I think to myself, what a wonderful world. Where the colors of the rainbow so pretty in the sky, and I saw the faces of the people passing by. Well, I see friends shaking hands, saying, how do you do? What they really say is I love you. Well, I hear babies cry, and I watch them grow. They'll learn so much more than we'll ever know. And I think to myself, what a wonderful world. You can sing it if you know it. Oh, and I think to myself, nice, what a wonderful world. Calling into being, 'cause I wish to see it. I think to myself, powerful, what a wonderful world. Calling into being, 'cause I wish to see it. Oh, I think to myself, what a wonderful world. good looking mom. Lord, you know I'm a good looking girl, and if you want to give me something, anything in this great big world, and Lord, you know that I am ready for my sugar daddy. Lord, you know that I am ready for my sugar daddy. That's the work woman blues. And she found a publisher for me, and I was able to put out a book. So, this one is for anyone who believes that we live in a magical world, like I said earlier. It's called A Fairy Tale. Oh, what would a fairy do if a fairy could do all a fairy would do? And who would a fairy be if a fairy could see all a fairy would be? And what would a fairy tell if a fairy could tell all a fairy knew well? Well, only a fairy would know that the magic starts with your thoughts first flow. And only a fairy could tell that your heart is an endless wishing well. Well, these are the things that a fairy can show, but it's up to you to slip on each flying shoe and to do what a fairy would do. She come with another pie for the preacher. Oh, pecan pie. But I tell you what, I didn't complain. I became a diabetic for a reason. I used to eat them cakes. I ate the pies, the hot water cornbread, the candy yams, the fried chicken, and the collard greens. And you can't tell me no. But one day, Charlie, her husband, was running late. And I was at the house licking the spoon of a Sakatumi cake. And she was so sad, she sat down. She had the hot fried chicken on the table ready for him. And he wasn't coming anytime soon. So I was down there, I just finished the cake, and I had the chicken leg in my hands like this. And mid-bite, and she started playing guitar, and I said to myself, I'm gonna learn how to play guitar. She started like this. Well, the beans were warm and the bread was hot. Oh, baby, where you been so long? You was waiting on another midnight train. Daddy, tell me where you gone? Where you left me and all alone. Oh, baby, where you been? happen too slow. Sometimes you don't know which way to go. One thing for sure, one thing that's real. Leaving you, I loving your woman, and someone is real. Leaving you, I loving your woman, and someone is real. Been up on strong, been broken down, burdened and burned, just 6 feet in the ground. One thing for sure, one thing that's true. Leaving you trust and believing your man will be good to you. Leaving you trust and believing your man will be good to you. So kids all grown up, though it happened too fast. Parents gone broke, see that money don't last. One thing for sure, one thing that's fast. Leaving you down, showed them you loved them, that feel me too late. Leaving you down, showed them you loved them, that feel me too late. Leaving you mine, loving your woman, and leaving you trust and believing your mind, and leaving you down, show them you love them, that feel me too late. But all that to say, there's sections in the book, and one of the sections is on grief. And grief is a fucker, it's just a fucker. I hate it. I don't want it. Go away. I don't like it. But it does stay and it does come and it never goes away. You always feel it, whatever you've lost. And I was boarding a plane, I was headed over to Ireland. I love going there and I visit with witches and fairies when I do, but I also play music. And I was on that plane, and as the plane was landing along the coast, you can see the cliffs. It looks like an Agatha Christie novel where the people get pushed off and they're forever in a mystery, like, what happened to Bob? And I was like hearing this voice as the waves are crashing against the side of the cliffs. Well, the voice said, though the waves of life may rise, when they fall, there lies a prize. See, nothing living ever dies. And I was like, what? See, when the voices first start coming, I'm usually doing something. So I'm not thinking I'm getting a poem or a song. I'm just do-do-do, you know. Like you hear a voice that says, oh, I need to go to the grocery store and get some orange juice. My voice is saying songs and tell poems. And so they landed the plane, and I went to Dublin and Cork City, and I played my gigs, and I walked along the cobblestone streets, and I went to Jameson, and I got whiskey and drunk. Oh, it was great. And the voice was with me the whole time. Cobblestone streets, there it goes. Though the waves of life may rise, when they fall, there lies a prize. Nothing living ever dies. And at the distillery, though the waves of life may rise, sip, sip, when they roll, nothing living ever dies. And I was like, Lord, what are you trying to tell me? So I went down, and I said, well, I hear this water calling me. And I went down to that water. Like, I go to water in all the towns I go to, and I put spells in there. And this one, the rest of the poem came. It says this. As I got closer, the voice got louder. Though the waves of life may rise, when they fall, there lies a prize. See, nothing living ever dies. Life is endless, death is too, but don't let this baffle you. Out of time, each moment new. Must breathe deep to know this truth. Here is there and back again. This is how it's always been. Where you end, there you begin. Through the stillness, be the wind. Nothing living ever dies. Now this might come as a surprise. Look around, you'll see it's clear. Changing form of all things dear. And she's got her own children's book. Jack White, he was kind enough to take my book and publish it on his book publishing company. So, I've been going around and performing for kids, and I don't say cuss words, I promise. But she sings a song for anyone who's ever felt lonely, because she's a little tiny one, and she was given to me by my friend who passed that I told you about, and I always thought, that's just a toy, that ain't nothing. She's never gonna be anything. And then one day I came home, and I had the mama and the stranger and all the electric guitars with me, and we went to sleep, and we were drunk. And in the middle of the night we heard, and I was like, what in the world is that? Mama, do you hear it? Surely she didn't, because she snores. And I went in and I checked, and it was baby in the corner crying. I got a song. I want to sing. And I was like, you can't sing, you're too little. She said, I can sing better than Beyonce. I was like, well, girl, if you could do that, let's make us some money. She sang a song like this, a song of love to remind you it's okay to be lonely long as you're loving. Well, if you're tired and you're feeling so lonely. You wake up at night thinking that only if you have somebody, well, I'll be somebody, somebody to love. Did they tell you there were plenty of fish in the sea, but you're out in the cold and you're feeling empty? Are you looking for somebody? Well, I'll be somebody, somebody to love. Well, I'll be somebody, I'll be somebody, I'll be somebody. Well, I'll be somebody, I'll be somebody, I'll be somebody. Well, I'll be somebody, I'll be somebody, I'll be somebody, somebody to love. You're watching the moon rise in the darkness of night, and battered and broken, 'cause you know it ain't right, 'cause you ain't got nobody. Well, I'll be somebody, somebody to love when you're lonely. And I'll be somebody, I'll be somebody, I'll be somebody. And when you're tired, well, I'll be somebody, I'll be somebody, I'll be somebody. And when you're weary, well, I'll be somebody, I'll be somebody, I'll be somebody, somebody to love. Beautiful. When I think about being here on earth, I think about what a gift it is, and how my mama taught me that when you go somewhere, you leave the place better than you found it. So I want to leave earth better.
Yeah.
And I think about this old song that I heard Porter Wagner and Johnny Cash and Dolly Parton sing, and I think about why I like songs like this, the message. It goes like this. How many times have you heard someone say, if I had his money, I'd do things my way? But little they know that it's so hard to find one rich man in ten with a satisfied mind. Once I was waiting in fortune and fame, everything that I dreamed of to get a start in life's game. But then suddenly it happened, I lost every dime, but I'm richer by far with a satisfied mind. Money can't buy back your youth when you're old, or a friend that's you're lonely, or love that's grown cold. The wealthiest person is a pauper at times, compared to the man with the satisfied mind. When my life is over and my time has run out, my friends and my loved ones, they'll cry, there's no doubt. But there's one thing for certain, when it comes my time, well, I'll satisfied mind, as I leave the shore with a satisfied mind.